Alright, you guys. Time to open up the packs again. Still quite a few left, which is good. There's 2 fewer in this pack than there are in Tier 3. But, hey, the value makes up for it, right? Think of the value. Alright. Let's try for a quick little team battle. Here we go, Naruto and Sauce. A fox and a demon. Best friends for the rest of their lives. You never know which direction you're going to pull the deck in. Sometimes it's the HR card first. Naruto, he's the boy. He has a lot of chakra. He's got a lot of endurance. He doesn't have a lot of moves. Someone smart, I think, could beat him. He's on a team with his little buddy, Konohamaru, just as a baby boy. You know, Konohamaru is pretty impressive in some ways. We hardly ever see him, but when we do see him, he's a bit more grown up than this in the pain fight, and I think he masters the Rasengan while he is very young, much younger than Naruto. And also he can do it without using clones, so he is better at the Rasengan than Naruto is. But here he's just a little baby boy, so he's not going to be much help in this fight, except to maybe use talk powers to power up Naruto. Get him all fired up. They're up against Kakashi. Good old SR Kakashi. With his kind of half-closed, droopy eyes. I always liked that he seemed so kind of unimpressed with everything that was going on. He wasn't cynical necessarily. He was just he's an adult. He really doesn't have time for this, I guess. He fails all of his students originally. He just seems like he has no time, no inclination, no need for any of this shenanigan bullshit that's going on with ninja children. SSR, oh my gosh. A burrito. This is Choji's daughter. I don't know what her name is. And I also don't know who he marries to produce this offspring. She's using a partial expansion jutsu. I think this is a no contest. I think just because Kakashi is on this team. I always tell little anecdotes about the cards, it seems. So here's a funny thing about Kakashi. Everybody likes him. He's very cool. He doesn't really have a lot of fights, I guess. You see him in the beginning fight Zabuza, and it's great. And then for a long stretch, he does stuff. He's in the action, but he's no longer sort of the main character. It seems like we've sort of explored his Zabuza arc, and we don't really feature him as the main character in a big fight. He was in some Akatsuki fights as a supporting character, I guess, particularly with Kakazu. That was pretty cool because he tricks Hidan into using Kakazu's blood. That was a good Kakashi moment for sure. And he goes after Data for a little bit in the Gaara rescue arc. But I was thinking of, okay, so in the war arc, all of the zombies come back. It's the perfect time to do ridiculous mashups, ridiculous matches with ninjas who weren't alive in the same time period. And Kakashi takes down Zabuza and Haku as zombies, and he gets really upset. And that he says he's going to go on a rampage, and he's surrounded by the other dead, zombified, 7 swordsmen of the mist, one of which he's killed because he just sealed Zabuza as a zombie, and the rest of them are there, and most of them have their swords, and Kakashi's like, I'm a kill all you guys right now. Right here, right now. You're all dead. I'm gonna go fucking nuts. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. And then in the manga, it cuts away, and you're like, well, that's going to be cool to come back and check out Kakashi just whooping ass. And then the next time you see him, that part of the story is finished. There's no big Kakashi whooping ass. It's a big build up, and he says he's going to take them all or cut loose or whatever. And then it's done, and you missed it. It's not in the manga. The insane thing is it's not in the anime either. the anime with like all of the filler that you could ever ask for has this like perfect setup. This outrageous setup where they can just be like, okay, just show 40 episodes of Kakashi fighting these crazy sword guys from the Mist. And they don't do it. They don't do even one episode. They completely dodge it, which is just crazy. I mean, he's a main character. He had this perfect setup. I mean, if by that point, probably, if you can't devote a bunch of chapters and panels to drawing Kakashi fighting a bunch of guys, you know, you're a comic artist. Whatever. Kishimoto's got to put out chapters. He's got to get the plot moving. The anime has no excuse for not having this in it, though. The anime, we all know, is bullshit and slow, and they make a billion filler episodes. So the fact that Kakashi does not fight, is not shown to fight the Seven Swordsmen reanimated, is just an insane waste of time. Kakashi wins. He's smart. He's copied 1,000 moves. He knows 1,000 different techniques. We never see him use them, but we're told that he has copied 1,000 techniques. People seem to know him as the copy ninja. It's kind of weird that the Sharingan copies techniques, or I guess it kind of feels like we just forgot about that. Like early on it's mentioned, and Sasuke like copies a few things, and Kakashi apparently copied 1,000 things. But then after that, the Sharingan being able to copy stuff is like completely irrelevant to Sasuke, who is the living Uchiha. And it's just about like get the next level of eyes, like unlock more powerful abilities and spells and stuff. But copying people is totally sort of forgotten. I don't think Sasuke copies anything ever again. As soon as he's an adult and training with Orochimaru, he doesn't copy anything. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't copy anything. And I don't think we see Kakashi copying new stuff. He's apparently already copied a bunch. That element of the eye is kind of left totally undeveloped, like many ideas. This is a zombie Dan, I think. We've got a Dan, you've got a Dan, I've got a Dan. Damn. Yeah, there's nothing on the back. But I think this is an Edo Tensei Dan. Look at that little face cracking. I still don't really understand who Dan is. Tsunade, she has flashbacks of like a guy she likes, but also like a kid that she was friends with. Are they the same person? I don't really know. She liked Dan. He died. He was a Jonin. He has ghost powers. The colors are really cool. The blue and pink and purple look great. This is a cool HR. I don't have Dan yet either, so this is a great addition to the roster. Very nice colors, and yeah, he's got this. Is it just a kunai? It might just be a kunai. A very impressive looking, but just a kunai, nonetheless. Whoa, he's looking over here. No, over here. Wait, who's that over there? Wait, I think I heard a sound. Wait. All right. That's our lineup for today. We got a new character. Kakashi wins. The Sharingan should copy more stuff. That's it. Good.